Hello, wonderful people. Are you prepared for power? Well, you will be at the end of this session. This new moon ignition, January 2nd, 2022, 1222022, binary numbers and all that kind of stuff. It's like we're writing computer code, which we are. We are rewriting the program for ourselves, for our body, for our minds, for our spirits here on the planet, and for everyone and everything on the planet. What a service you are doing by being here today to access that power of the feminine and more that is within you and within everything, so that we can usher in this year with all the power, all the ability, all the hope, all the generosity of spirit, all of the inspired ideas, and more. So this new moon is in Capricorn. I always say I'm not much of an astrologer, but I do appreciate any body of wisdom that helps guide us. And so since I'm a galactic empress, and by the way, you can be whatever you want to. Do you want to be a universal priestess or a god of Mercury and Mars? Like, we can be whatever we want. And that imagination, that sustainability, that childlike imagination combined with our adult maturity is what is needed now. It's what's destined to happen. And we have some choice on how quickly we author it in or how long we suffer pretending that we are not powerful, that we're not infinitely loving, that we're not eternal beings, that everybody is. So this new moon in Capricorn, the first new moon of the year, the energy of birthing a conception, an idea. So the new moon is a time of when the beginning energy of what it is we want to create manifests. And over the next 2 weeks, as the full moon grows, that is given fuel to manifest as the sun and the moon and the earth align, allowing a flood of energy in. You know, I used to think that astrology was a bunch of hooey. You know what? I thought a lot of things were hooey. I would have thought I was hooey, but now I find out I'm the most spectacular flavor of hooey. I'm the type of hooey that lets myself feel better, lets my body rejuvenate, lets myself love one another, and lets myself, I don't know if that's good grammar that I'm saying right now, but lets myself be part of what the world so really, I'll say, desperately needs right now. So Capricorn is an energy of a lot of practicality, a lot of order. And this new moon, this moon where we're going to come to see what kind of order have we created in our lives. And it's time to realign every habitual thought, every pattern, every way of doing anything internally or externally, to realign it and recalibrate it with the energy deep within us, the energy by which we will feel really fulfilled and be able to sustainably move through our life. So Capricorn, being this energy of practicality, there is going to be a time of a reworking of those kind of disciplines that we've known. I love that discipline comes from the word disciple. And I like disciple, to be a disciple to my truth, to be a disciple to yours, to not let anything get in the way of that. A disciple is 100% devoted to the subject of the discipline and letting go of the harshness around discipline and bringing the nectar of being devoted to knowing that we have so much well-being that we can create for ourselves and all. What a fantastic time to make order and practicality out of that. But what has happened, little children, boys and girls, and everyone, however you identify, is that we have made such structures that are now, whether they're in our mental construct or in our ways of being, that don't sustain the amount of energy potential that we have, that we use, that we cultivate, and that is coming our way. So those old structures, imagine like putting a garden hose on high into a water balloon and it filling, and then it's nothing personal to the water balloon. It did a great job. It just has to burst. It can no longer handle the amount of pure fluid. That's what's happening within us and around us. The distress that many of us are feeling is from trying to maintain the water balloon, is trying to maintain the structure of the old ways that we did things. And I can tell you that your outward manifestation of movement might not need to change at all. What really matters is the inward organization of thoughts. What do you think about when you rise in the morning? What do you think about when you go to sleep at night? What do you do just because you know it's a good thing or you should do it? It is time to rethink, to refeel, to re-know, to clarify everything that you have been doing, thinking, every pattern, and realign it with the manifesting, materializing supernova energy that is existing right now and that is coming our way to handle what's happening on this planet. I heard this wonderful thing that the feeling of being overwhelmed is when we're not letting in all the support that we're calling for ourselves. There is so much support. I am a living human manifestation of such support, and so many others are. And I'm sure you are too. And you, like me, we can grow. Since we're infinite, we can grow in that potential. But there is a cost, and it's not a heavy cost. It's just the cost of dissolving heaviness. It's the cost of rethinking everything. I have the great benefit to be in the position to guide new moms or new dads who want to conceive but might have had difficulty in that process of conception, or new parents, moms and dads, all of the different lineages. But when it comes to the actual conception in the form of a female genital body, that what these people come to know is that the souls that are coming to them want their parents to know that there's a deeper truth to live by. And so I tell you, it just takes a simple process, usually 3 sessions, sometimes more, sometimes less. But one of the hallmarks of that is me asking the parent to be, why do you want to be a parent? And there is this guttural feeling, like, I just know I won't be complete without it. I want my own baby. I want this, I want that. And I think, like, why? That's another, I know that it's true that it's biological and it's driven within us. And I know that we have greater plans of souls that are coming to us. But there is so much, I'm going to say it this way, and don't take it personally, because welcome to the planet, so much ignorance around these intense drives that we have. And we just automatically assume, like, of course, I want to be a mom or a dad or a parent. No more of courses when it comes to any facts. Of course, universal love. Of course, infinite abundance. Of course, harmony is possible. Those are truths. But the facts, like, of course, it's good to be a parent. Of course, I want to have a baby. That will not cut the mustard. Or mustard. I don't really understand either of those two things. Mustard isn't hard, and I guess mustard is a value judgment of whether you rank in a certain way, but it will not do the job. And when a person comes to know that they want to learn about service, they want to learn about love without conditions, they want to learn about whatever issues they have within themselves and bring it to a compassionate consciousness, not just this idealized sense of, I'm going to be the best parent, I'm going to have the best children, they're going to have no suffering, and then they're going to have this great life, and then, they'll die in their sleep at 98 kind of parental wishful thinking, but a more honest, willing, aware sense of, I want to experience this because I want to grow. And we can do that in so many ways, not just with physical conception. But but knowing that you want to grow. And that is what everything, if you think that it's wonderful to have the same holiday the way you've always had it, and it's so deep in your structure, go back to the original roots of it. Does it hold? Is it necessary for your vibrant health, lasting happiness, and unlimited prosperity, and serving world harmony to have the way you have always kept things, the way you kept them? Is it necessary to have a perfectly organized closet? Is it necessary to make sure you do the same things every day? Or are you assuaging the beast of the ego? The ego, this divinely created affirmation of separateness. Are you just putting a temporary Band-Aid on a laceration? Are you not finding the deep healing and just putting on the temporary symptom cure? Because it is time, and that's what this new moon is bringing us in, and it's what I'm going to guide you in our new moon ceremony for. This is time to be able to live and realign with your true north, with your deepest truths, to let what you see in humanity or in existence or in nature or in your room or in your thought patterns. Take a clarifying look at all of that and find a freer, more spontaneous, more harmonious, more naturally moving, more natural expansion and contraction waves to bring yourself, to bring your children if you have them, to bring all the children of the world, bring all of the plants and the animals and the sentient beings and the elements and our planet itself into where it is possible for us to go. So this is a time to initiate yourself into higher levels of consciousness, to open up to inspiration. I don't know what this saying means either, but devil may care. Like, let things go for a while. Have faith in your lovability. That's what I continually am growing in, is that if things don't look the way I want them to look, or the way they always looked it, or another good word, or the way I always thought they should go, that is a blessing for me. A holy, sacred, whole experience designed by my infinite self and the greater to nudge me to a more expansive, explosive, playful, pleasurable, prosperous, service-filled way of being. And it's not just possible for me, it's possible for everyone. I get the great blessing to cultivate this capacity and to cultivate decades of scouring the planet for the highest light and ancient esoteric teachings, and combined with the most modern mainstream wisdom, and to bring my flavor of Cindy, of my divine self in a Cindy suit, to serve the calling, the longing that so many of us, including myself, are emitting. So, dear people, let love have its way with you. And love is not like, it's the primal force that made the heavens and the earth. Let it have its way with you so that your immune system is spanking strong, so that your mental system is aligned with what is going to bring you your deepest desires. And let your imagination be your guide. It is your true conscience when it is aligned with unconditional love, with oneness, with true hope. So, deep breaths in, move your body. If you need to move your body, relax your jaw, relax your buttocks. We tend to squeeze a lot there, people. I guess that's what anal retentive means. We're squeezing our ass, which, by the way, is our root chakra, which has everything to do with our creativity and our prosperity and our pleasure too, and our ability to release. Lots of letting go up there, and letting your feet and toes be soft. Letting your shoulders roll back. We tend to crunch up. Let them just roll back. Let your shoulder blades kiss, or try to kiss. Mine don't think we'll ever actually reach each other, but like the lover and the beloved, they can long to open up so that my front heart chakra can radiate to everyone and everything the depth of my love, the depth of your love. And as we move into step 1, oh, it's so fun to have steps. We have 5 steps in this new moon ignition, igniting the power of the solar system and our planets and the galaxies in service to you in wholeness. So step 1 is to let go. Even let go of this fleeting moment. What does let go mean? Just take a deep breath in and let it go. And do that a few times, really exaggerating it or accentuating your breath so you can feel how good it feels. How natural it feels to let go. Let go of your grip on old, limited patterns. Let grip of the old things that brought you security and now just imprison you. Let go of the standards by which you think that you will be secure, safe, get what you need, be a good person. Let them all go so you can start fresh. And then with great compassion in this letting go process, letting go of the past year, letting go of the unhealthy attachments, so that all that remains is the pure, raw wisdom and energy to play in a new day. When we release, we always take our spiritual progress with us. Spiritual is that which brings us the feeling of joy and the knowing of our connection and eternal nature. Let go of the ways that you've gone into a new year with resolutions that are really not practical. Capricorn brings practicality. Let attributes guide you. Let self-compassion guide you into this letting go. And as you're sliding through a beautiful luminous light, we're going to take ourselves into step 2, which is to imagine how you want to feel in this coming year and in these coming couple weeks. And think of those attributes again. Do you want to feel strong? Feel strong now. Do you want to feel secure? Give yourself that feeling in this moment of what secure would feel like if you had everything that you think you want or need. How would it be to be you? How would it be to be you, to have the job of your dreams or the no job of your dreams? To have the body of your dreams? To have the relationships of your dreams? to serve the greater, even beyond your wildest dreams. How would you live your life? Imagine it. See a day in your life. Be a warrior for that type of consciousness in this moment. If you haven't already, imagine the conversations that you will have and the people that will be attracted to you, and the synchronicities and the seeming miracles, whether it's an open parking space or a phone call at the exact moment, or an unexpected check with lots of squiggles. Or maybe it's someone who so longs to be with you, a new person or an old new person. Anything is possible. Everything is possible. And then keeping this energy flowing through this luminous slide portal into step 3, which you can do after this moment or now, is to write down, using the materializing, divinely infused, originating vibrations of I am. Write down what you are. Like, I am divinely and fully aligned with the love that pours forth from my soul, that springs from the greater infinite force. I am, the first 2 letters in imagine. I am a God or goodness inspired, never ending manifester of sustainable prosperity. I am a forgiver. I am a healthy forgetter. I am vibrantly healthy on every level of my being. I am a necessary instrument in the manifestation of heaven on earth. I am love personified. And you might remember from before, dear people, if you write this with red on yellow or gold, or write with gold on red paper, those colors of traditionally associated with the root and the solar plexus, but have much more power than those traditional meanings, although definitely those two help bring into materialization. Allow the universe to support you even more, which lets us flow so naturally and deliciously and smoothly and pleasurefully into step 4, which is allow something greater to flood in to support you. I mean, imagine at every turn you have put out a call, and the infinite, eternally benevolent and merciful greater source within and around us is sending to you every resource for you to help surrender limitations and live into this new world, this new life, this new humanity. And with this allowing, actually seek to be delighted, seek to be amazed, seek to revel in this very moment that is so rich with this support and wants to follow you, wants to answer your call more than anything else. The universe is a mirror and will reflect what we think, what we feel, but it is most happy, most joyous, most aligned when it is mirroring the deepest truths. You give the universe and the forces of the divine, however you know it, the great gift of their favorite way of playing creation. And then, oh, so happily, so easily sliding into step 5, which is to have fun, playful, inspired fun as this manifests. Carve it out like a soldier for play, like the highest trained Navy SEAL, SWAT team of laughter, lightness, perspective, hope, infinite wisdom. Let it crowd out the fear and harshness that can gain momentum so easily as it mirrors that whisper down the lane energy that seems to be proven by facts, but now it is not an of course to facts. It is an of course to universal truths. The truths will make the facts, not the reverse. That is not fun. That is not playful, although in a pretty sadistic, masochistic way it may be. But what we can now do is pave a way into this year just rich with master numbers, which are symbols of the order of the universe. Can you imagine the infinite genius that made even a solar system or a fingernail? And with this having fun, there is always this gratitude. This energy of gratefulness or appreciation to literally make more precious. Let it flow through everything. It's time to make our bodies more precious, our organ systems more precious, our immune system more precious, our abilities more precious, our relationships that are growing and sustaining us more precious. To make more precious the momentum that brings us, that attracts us like natural magnetic force to those that are similarly spirited and designed to help us awake, enlighten, laugh, and serve. And so with this gratitude, knowing that when you are aligned in this way, no harm can come to yourself or others. Harm is a very specific kind of energy that I believe that we've misunderstood. We do get hurt, and we can be hurt, unless you're one of the few perfect masters on the planet or that have ever been. But harm is what sticks when it finds a place in us that says, oh yeah, that's right, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve to be treated well. I don't deserve to receive the best job, that phone call. I don't deserve to have a vacation. So we are dissolving that notion of harm within us with this whole process, so that when the hurts come, we can quickly learn from them and learn the underlying foundational, stable, secure truth that you are an infinite being having a temporary human experience that has been designed to help you grow and remember what you are, so that you and me and everyone can live and play and cry at times and move forward in this great game called creation. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to everyone that joins me. And as I usually do, I will enthusiastically invite you to join what I know has power. I encourage you to dissolve any resistance, whether it's shame or disbelief, or even denial that something could be so powerful and so easy as, you know what I'm going to say, my favorite phrase, the Galactic Council of Women, all genders welcome. Join me, the self-titled Empress of Infinite Supply and Radiant Love. Let me be a resource for you. Let the inspiration that I've had the blessings and the willingness to cultivate be a pure conduit for what you need. Let your spirit be joined, whether it's under the cloak of invisibility or it is as a more active member. This council is really an energetic one. It's a statement that the imagination, I am whatever I say I want to be, and it'll be sustainable when it's aligned with that joyful playfulness of childhood. And I want to let you know it's the most inexpensive squiggle, which is what I call money. Power agreements is what money is. It's what people agree as power. Those lines themselves have no value in themselves. It is extraordinarily affordable to be part of a year-long membership. But I will tell you this, that the squiggles are going to shapeshift and morph into squiggles that people call bigger squiggles or more valuable squiggles in January this month. So join as soon as you can and know that you can have the time of your life while changing the world and our world. Oh, dear people, click the button when it pops up if you haven't already, because there's so many crazy, great people doing this, and join and lend your power, your imagination, and your willingness to maybe it's just what if, maybe, but maybe it's a sensation calling to you deep within, a remembering that you came to this planet to not just follow the same old, to do what was told, although that can be lovely too. You came to experience the flower, the temporary, beautiful flower called you to your fullest capacity. Love and blessings, dear wonderful people. Mwah.